Okay, show and tell is one of the key things that I do with my students that guarantees success, even if everything else in the lesson is falling apart. So there's always an activity that you ask your students to do. Let's imagine for a moment that it's a writing activity. You will all have some sort of computer set up at the front of your room that connects to a projector. Therefore, each and every time, without exception, that you get students writing, put one of them at the computer as a typist. That means you always have an example of the student's work to assess. You don't have to choose the best student in the class. That's often not the best example to put up. Often the best example is a middle ability student who's going to make typical mistakes that 10 other students in the class are also going to make. That's gold dust to you because you can teach from it. You suffer a massive disadvantage, most of you do as teachers, because you are experts in your subject, and you can never write as badly as an average student. You can never perform the work as badly, and therefore it's really difficult for you to anticipate the kinds of mistake your kids will make. However, you don't have to anticipate it if it's on the projector. It's simply there, you look at it, you discuss it as a class, or you simply teach the children from it. This means that you always assess the work. Every lesson there's some kind of assessment, and you do it now. It is live, and therefore it arrives exactly at the time that students need it. In other subjects where you might not be writing, you've got a camera. I would imagine 90% of you own a camera phone, or an iPad or some kind of device with a camera on it. It takes no effort to photograph a student's work and email it to yourself. Yes, that might take 30 seconds of your time, literally, photographing it, emailing it, opening it up on the screen and showing it. It's not difficult to do, and it's incredibly powerful, because everything you put on the screen will be directly relevant to your students right now, because it's live, it's the work they're doing right now. If it's successful, then brilliant, you get to model what success looks like, and where it isn't successful, you get to model how to improve it. This has another huge advantage on the behaviour for learning of your students, because they are always accountable and they always know that you are going to potentially put their work up. They always want to do well. And to see how this works in practice, you just have to get a middle ability kid typing, and they will write 2 or 3 times as much as they would in their exercise book, because they are desperate not to be seen to underachieve in front of their class. This again is gold dust to you, because it changes the environment of your lesson, and you are in charge of a really positive ethos. So, show and tell, the best way to assess, the best way to make students accountable, and the best way to work out what it is they don't know.